हाय फ्रेंड्स, मैं हूँ रोमा वाली एंड वेलकम टू माय पॉडकास्ट। और आज के इस एपिसोड में हम आपको एक ऐसी शख्सियत से मिलवाने जा रहे हैं जो कि बहुत फेमस नहीं, लेकिन मेरे हिसाब से सक्सेस का क्राइटेरिया फेमस होना नहीं है। कुछ ऐसे अनसंग हीरोज हैं जिन्होंने अपनी लाइफ की बैटल बहुत बहादुरी से लड़ी है। एक ऐसी लेडी जिन्होंने एज अ सिंगल मॉम अपने बच्चों को पाल पोस कर बड़ा किया और एज एन एक्टर अपना नाम भी स्टैब्लिश करा इंडस्ट्री में और अपनी लाइफ में बहुतों को पहचान दी है और बहुत लोगों को हेल्प किया है। सो आई थिंक ऐसे पॉडकास्ट करने से, ऐसे गेस्ट बुलाने से हमारे ऑडियंस तक एक बहुत अच्छा मैसेज पहुंचता है, जिसे हम कहते हैं कि कभी हिम्मत मत हारना। तो हमारी आज की गेस्ट है मोना पंजाबी। वेलकम मोना।
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for
और ये बहुत दिनों से हम सोचते थे कि हम आपको बुलाएं अपने इस पॉडकास्ट में, जहाँ आपकी जिंदगी की अच्छी अच्छी बातें हम अपने फ्रेंड्स तक पहुंचा सके, उन लोगों तक पहुंचा सके जहाँ इनकी जरूरत है। और स्पेशली उन लेडीज के लिए जो 40 के बाद सोचती हैं कि हमारी जिंदगी खत्म हो गई है और बहुत सारे ड्रीम्स को फुलफिल नहीं कर पाती हैं और कोशिश नहीं कर पाती हैं क्योंकि उनको लगता है एज इज जस्ट अ बैरियर। तो मोना के थ्रू हम ये बताना चाहते हैं कि एज इज नॉट अ बैरियर।
No.
आप अपने ड्रीम्स को कभी भी फॉलो कर सकते हैं और आपके ड्रीम्स को फुलफिल होने का चांस तभी मिलेगा जब आप कोशिश करेंगे।
Correct.
राइट?
Correct. Yes.
सो मोना, हम शुरू करते हैं आज का पॉडकास्ट। तो हम आपके लिए कुछ क्वेश्चन तैयार करके लाए हैं जो मैं आपसे पूछूंगी। पहले तो आप अपना इंट्रोडक्शन दे दीजिए कि आपने फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में बड़े बड़े डायरेक्टर्स के साथ काम किया है एंड आई थिंक यू वेंट अब्रॉड आल्सो फॉर द शूट। तो वो क्या क्या किया है, कैसे किया? सो ऑन टू मोना।
Film industry. I entered the film industry when I was 50. 50 साल की ड्रीम तो यही था कि बचपन से मैं एक्टिंग करूँ, शौक था, but I never got the opportunity at all. And I lived in Ghana, West Africa, and I was brought up there. There was no question of acting over there. When I moved back to India, and at the age of 50, I decided to enter films.
तो 50 में भी शुरू कर सकते हैं इंसान।
हाँ,
So
age is only a number.
exactly. So can you tell me which were the films, Mona, जो आपने करी हैं और कैसे आप वहां तक पहुंची?
Yeah, I started with serials actually, and I did Barbie. I started with Barbie serial, and Then I went on to Kabhi Haan Kabhi Na, Goldie Behel's serial, which was a daily soap on ZTV.
Okay.
And that was a very interesting comedy role. I like comedy. I like making people laugh.
Me too.
Yes. Life should be full of laughter, isn't it?
Correct.
Yes.
So
And then after that, I went into films. I must say that before you go into anything, you do need to train yourself. You can't just jump into anything. You have a goal, you have a dream, you have to get some kind of training. I didn't realize that. I thought, oh, ye to mere baएं हाथ का खेल है. I can do it, you know. I thought so. The first audition I went to, I forgot my name.
डायरेक्टर जैसे बोलता एक्शन तो ब्लैंक.
You go in front of the camera and you don't know your name, you know.
Exactly.
So I realized I needed some training. So I joined Madhumati's Academy and I was trained there to my diction improved, to the pronunciation of the Hindi words. Because I was brought up in Ghana, I couldn't speak the Hindi fluently. After I got some training in the acting field, and I did the serials. Then I went on into films, and Dharmesh Darshan was the first person who called me for an audition. And every audition, I just get nervous. But when I went there, he took one look at me and he said, "Do you have a passport?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "You're going with us to London." I said, "Really?"
Wow. कैसे लंदन से तो भाग के मैं आई हूँ इंडिया.
I know. So that was it. And then it was just, things just fell into place and we went to London. I shot there for about 15, 20 days there. I played the role of Priyanka Chopra and Amisha Patel's auntie. And it was a very nice comedy film called Aapki Khatir. And there was Akshay Khanna in it, there was Anupam Kher in it, Sunil Shetty in it. I worked with all these people and it was fun doing that film.
The experience was good.
Experience was good, much better than being in a serial. I should say.
Exactly.
Yes. Then I worked in a film called Silsile, which Vashu Bagnani made.
Mhm.
And I was Tabu's very rich kitty party friend, and those were the rules I was getting because I had this rich look.
Yeah, rich, yeah,
Yes,
made by God.
yes.
शक्ल से अमीर दिखते हैं.
And as Dharmesh Darshan once told me, he said, there are many people, actresses here who can play the role of aunties like you do. But there are very few aunties who have that rich foreign look. And
you were open for those kind of
yes,
roles, yeah.
yes, yes.
That's a nice thing. So these were the few of your establishments and like good movies that you did.
Yeah. I did that. I did Koya Koya Chand with Sudhir Mishra,
Mhm.
and I did Jagga Jasus with Anurag Basu. There was Ranbir Kapoor and Katrina Kaif in that. I did Badmash Company. I was directed by Parmeet Sethi. And then Banali Ray Shukla did Kuch Love Jaisa, and I had a very interesting role in that. Uh, Vipul Shah directed that. Vipul Shah produced that. And I've done some ads as well. There was a cream called No Marks Cream, and I did that to improve your complexion.
Because of your beautiful skin?
Well, maybe.
मेरी उम्र से मेरी त्वचा से मेरी उम्र का पता ही नहीं चलता.
I also did a Sunfeast biscuit ad with Shah Rukh. And then in 2019, I left the industry to join my son in his business.
That's a very nice thing. तो मतलब कि आपने कोई रीजन था ये छोड़ने का इंडस्ट्री फिल्म इंडस्ट्री छोड़ने का और बिजनेस ज्वाइन करने का कैसे ये ट्रांजिशन कैसे गया
रीजन ये था कि मुझे एक्टिंग करनी थी, मैंने कर ली. I had
और
to.
बहुत अच्छी करी.
Yeah, वो हो गया. That when you have a dream, you fulfill it. Then you want to move on to something else. You want to move on to the next step. And my son had worked with Shah Rukh for about 10 years, directing all his ads. And now he had ventured out to start his own business of shooting wedding films like a movie. Working with Shah Rukh, he was trained with Farah Khan and the others to make such films. So he started very small from his home on his computer and made one or two weddings free, and he didn't charge them for it because he was just starting out.
Yeah.
But then it was such a big hit, such a big success. There was no one at that time was making movies like a film.
Yeah.
There were videographers shooting video films, people eating rasgullas and stuff like that, those kind of films, weddings,
Correct.
But Vishal Punjabi, my son, he would make these films
Like
seem
a film.
so real. He would interview the parents, he would interview the bride and the
Relatives,
groom, and a lot of things put together. The editing was so important,
Yeah.
So and he needed help. We have as he started expanding, we did other films, other big stars shootings.
I think विशाल ने विराट कोहली और अनुष्का की शादी भी
Yes,
करी थी.
Virushka, they call it Virushka.
विरुष्का.
He
And
did
अंबानी की अभी जो हुई थी वो भी
Ambani का भी किया है उसने, his son and his daughter, or most of the Ambani weddings he's done. He's done Ranveer Deepika's wedding. He's done Katrina Kaif's wedding. He's done Varun Dhawan's wedding. Siddharth and Kiara was a very big hit, and many more celebrities. And he's still doing it.
Very good.
And he's become so famous, so famous. God bless him.
course, all the luck and आप एक बहुत मतलब अच्छी एक्ट्रेस होने के साथ साथ आप एक बहुत अच्छी बिजनेस वुमन भी रही हैं. मतलब कि दोनों फ्रंट संभाला है आपने. अच्छा, मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन मोना. आई विल आस्क जहां मैं भी इंस्पिरेशन लेना चाहती हूँ उससे बिकॉज आई एम ऑल्सो सिंगल मॉम. तो एज ए सिंगल मॉम आपको पूरी जर्नी में कौन सा टाइम डिफिकल्ट लगा, कैसे आपने अपने बच्चों को पालकर बड़ा किया? बिकॉज मुन्ना ने अपनी बायोग्राफी भी लिखी है, मैंने पढ़ी है वो, एंड दैट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. सो आई वुड लाइक टू उसमें थोड़ा सा जिस्ट बताना चाहूंगी कि ये पूरी जर्नी घाना से शुरू होके व्हेन यू गॉट मैरिड एंड ऑल दैट, फिर बच्चों को देखना, आप वहां से लंदन गए, लंदन से इंडिया, ये सारा कुछ कैसे किया आपने?
Yes, I was not born in Ghana, but I was brought up there. वहाँ पली बड़ी थी मैं. Schooling वहाँ की थी. शादी वहाँ की थी. I married very early at the age of 18 and had my
Love affair.
Love affair, yeah. I had my children also very early. So it was quite tough. And my marriage was not all smooth going. It was a lot of up and down, like in every marriage, you know. But mine was a bit more, which ended in a divorce. And after the divorce, I sent my children to India to study. And decided to start my life afresh. So I decided to go to London. I didn't know anyone in London. I went there
बहुत बड़ी बात है.
I'm going to make my life. I went there without any support, without any finances, nothing. But then I realized when I went to London that nobody would give you work unless you're educated.
Absolutely.
The basic education, O levels, A levels, you haven't done that in London, you can't get a job. You won't. So I had to re educate myself all over again. I had to do a correspondence course, a rapid results, did my O level, did my A level, sat in the exam room with teenagers, and young boys and girls. But I did it because I wanted to make a life. And then side by side, I was taking a course in nursing as well because I'm very much interested in looking after people. लोगों की सेवा करना मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता था. So I was more interested in that. And so I was training as a nurse. I was doing night shifts in the hospitals, helping doctors and all that. That was my training. And
That's really, really commendable.
that was what I was doing. So since I was divorced and my children were in India, I wanted to get myself established first, do something with my life, and bring them to me in London so I could give them a better life.
So love is such a strong thing for a mother कि अपनी लाइफ को बच्चों के लिए आगे बढ़ाना. और आई थिंक इफ द मदर इज एजुकेटेड एंड वर्किंग, बच्चे कुछ ना कुछ कर ही लेते, बन ही जाते हैं. तो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर मदर्स, ऑल सिंगल मदर्स या नॉन सिंगल मदर्स. I feel they should be standing on their feet.
Yes, yeah, very, very important.
Yeah.
You have to be independent, not just dependent on your husband or your partner.
Absolutely.
For
अगर हस्बैंड अच्छा है तो बहुत अच्छी बात है,
fine,
और अगर नहीं
yeah,
तो
yeah, नहीं हुआ तो
Yeah.
so you need something to fall back on,
Yes.
which I wanted that for my children. And I was working day and night, doing night shifts, working on weekends. Then I started working with, I was doing psychology, so I started counseling people with mental health problems, rape victims. I was working with
Autism also.
autism, Down syndrome, and all kinds of mental diseases. There were people who were abandoned by their parents, young people who were abandoned by their parents because they were brain damaged. And all they wanted was love. And that was all I could give them, love. When you speak to them, I would chat with them, I would cook for them, I would take them out on trips,
Wow.
I would take them shopping. And it was such a fulfilling job for me. I loved that job.
Exactly.
I really loved that job. No 2 days were equal. Every day was a different adventure.
एंड एक अजीब सा सेटिस्फैक्शन मिलता है मोना ना, जब आप किसी के लिए कुछ ऐसी चीज करते हो जो नॉर्मली लोग नहीं करते, और वो दे लुक अप टू यू, एंड देन दैट काइंड ऑफ, आई थिंक वो तो दिल में एक हैप्पीनेस और सेटिस्फैक्शन देता है. आई थिंक दूसरों के लिए करने से उससे बेटर फीलिंग और कोई हो नहीं सकती.
Yes, I even worked for an old age home where there were old people, 80, 90 years, and they were saying, waiting for their sons or daughters to come, but nobody would come. And they would say, you be my daughter.
Awesome.
Yes, so I would bathe them, I would talk to them. It is very fulfilling for me, very fulfilling for me. Yeah.
And Mona has always been a very zinda dil kind of girl, I will still say. Because although she is a senior citizen के उसमें, मगर उनका दिल जो है अभी भी वो 25-30 साल की लड़की के जैसा है. हाँ. क्योंकि हमको याद है कि that's how we became friends, you know. मतलब कि एक हम लोग की और भी फ्रेंड थी, वो she was hardly 25-26 years old, and we were trio. एंड हम लोग इतनी शैतानी करते थे, हम लोग को कभी भी फील नहीं हुआ कि मोना जो है सीनियर है या हम उनको बड़े जैसा देखे. वो हम लोग के बराबर ही, हम लोग के, तभी देखो मैं मोना बोलती हूँ. So she has always maintained this beautiful relationship with every age group of people, you know. आई थिंक वो जो आपने लंदन में काम किया था, लाइक हर उम्र के बच्चों के साथ करना, इट्स ऑल अबाउट गिविंग,
Yes,
यू नो, इट्स
yes,
लाइक व्हाट यू हैव, एंड वो गिव करने से कभी खाली नहीं होते हो.
correct.
It is always filling you with new things from inside, from
Yes,
within.
yes.
So that's a very, very beautiful thing. And then you came to India after.
Then I came to India, and
Your
then
daughter got married and all that.
my daughter got married. My daughter came there. She
Came,
took
yeah.
a degree course in hotel management, and she's been there since, working in the same company for the past 25 years. And she's very good at what she does. Very, very good at
Her
heart.
name is also Roma.
Oh yeah, Roma. Yeah, same. And then my son Vishal Punjabi, I've spoken about him already.
Yeah.
He also took some courses there, and it's helping him now in whatever he's doing. So I was able to fulfill my children's dream along with my dream as well, you see. And so when I came back to India, before I came back to India, I remarried my husband, my divorced husband. You see,
Because known devil is better than unknown devils around. I'm just
and
joking.
also in India, you have this stigma,
Yeah.
oh, she's a divorced woman. Oh, something is wrong with her, this, that. And my children loved their father, and he was a very good father. If he's not a good husband, he was a very good father. So because of them, I decided to give it another chance, and I remarried the same guy. Most of my friends said, "Are you crazy? Why are you remarrying him? You divorced him. Find someone else." I said, "No. The father of my children,
Yes.
you need that umbrella over you
Yeah.
of a married person, a good mother, a good wife, whatever. Even now, we are married, but he's not with me. He's in Ghana, and I'm here, and I prefer that way."
Yeah. So सिंगल मदर कहने का मतलब मेरा ये था कि ज़्यादातर टाइम इन्होंने लंदन में रहकर खुद कमाकर अपने बच्चों को सपोर्ट किया और उनको पाल-पोस कर बड़ा किया, उनकी अच्छी तरबियत की, उनको अच्छे वैल्यूज़ दिए, ऑल दैट शी डिड अलोन. बट देन शी गॉट रीमैरिड टू द सेम मैन अगेन, सो दैट जो इंडियन स्टिग्मा है वो चीज़ नहीं रहना.
Yes.
अच्छा, अपनी लाइफ का मोर डिफिकल्ट पार्ट टेल मी, जब आपको लगा कि अब मैं टूट चुकी, मुझसे होगा नहीं, एंड स्टिल यू केम बैक एंड स्टूड ऑन योर फीट.
Yes. The two phase, two times of that. One was when I was leaving my children after the divorce, and I had to go to London and work all alone, day and night, without my. Pune mein the in the boarding, they were studying there, and not with my parents, in the boarding I had put them. Yeah. So they were studying there. I wanted them to finish there and then come to London for me. That was very difficult for me to be without my children. Yeah, it was very, very hard. The second phase in my life that I felt that I'm really, really down and low was a time after the COVID when I had a stroke. I had a brain fog. I had stroke, clots in my brain after I took the booster shot. And I was totally paralyzed on my whole left side. And I was in the ICU for a long, long time. And lying in that hospital bed, in that deep despair, because I was such an active person, going here, going there, partying, and all that. And then suddenly I'm on my bed and I can't even move my fingers, not even this much.
Oh God.
I couldn't move, I couldn't walk, I couldn't. And that was that. At that point, I was like,
very depressing.
Is this how I'm going to be? I mean, on the bed, on the wheelchair? No way. And I had to take all that is within me to come out of that, to bring myself out of that. No, I don't want to be in the wheelchair. No, I can't just lie there and do nothing. There's so much more for me to do, so much more for me to do. And it was very, very depressing for me. But I slowly, by sheer willpower and positive thinking, saying the positive words, saying the positive prayers, I came out of that. And today I'm moving, I'm traveling all over everywhere, and I'm fine.
So this, what I am learning from this is that कि इंसान अपनी विल पावर से ठीक हो जाता है. लाइक अगर उसमें अगर चाहत हो कुछ पॉजिटिव सोचता रहे करने की, डॉक्टर्स ऑफ कोर्स करते हैं, मगर कई लोग नहीं निकल पाते उस चीज से, उसी के अंदर ही डिप्रेशन में चले जाते हैं एंड थिंग्स. बट इफ यू हैव द थिंग कि आप वापस ठीक हो सकते हो और
Yes.
पॉजिटिव अफर्मेशन से इंसान अपनी
Yes,
जिंदगी बदल
yes,
सकता है।
yes, yes.
क्योंकि मैं फील करती हूँ, पता है क्या मुना, कि इंसान हाथ पैर से हैंडीकैप नहीं होता है,
No,
दिमाग से होता है। जहाँ अपने दिमाग से सोचता है कि कुछ नहीं होगा तो कुछ नहीं होगा
कुछ
आपकी
नहीं
लाइफ
होगा,
में।
कुछ नहीं
नहीं तो
होगा.
मैंने देखा जिनके हाथ पैर नहीं है वो नाम कमा रहे हैं बहुत,
Yes,
राइट?
yes, yeah,
सो
yeah.
दैट वाज हमको अपने अंदर बोलनी पड़ती, वी हैव टू से दोस वर्ड्स टू मेक दोस थिंग
Inside you, yeah,
लाइव यू।
yeah, yeah.
दैट्स अ वेरी 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 स्ट्रांग थिंग एंड हमको बोलना बहुत आसान होता है, बट जब वो उस चीज से गुजरता है, यू नो,
Yes.
तो कभी खुदा ना करे कि कोई इंसान के ऊपर ऐसा हो, मगर कभी ऐसा हो तो प्लीज पॉजिटिव रहे एंड यू थिंक you can do it,
Yes.
you can get out
Yes.
of it, so
Yes.
that's the thing. अच्छा, नेक्स्ट चीज ये मैं पूछना चाहती हूँ कि मैं मतलब अपने दर्शकों को बताना चाहिए, फ्रेंड्स को बताना चाहती हूँ कि आजकल के जो न्यू जनरेशन है, लाइक जो बढ़ रहे हैं आगे, उनके लिए मोटिवेशन का कुछ लेसन आप देना चाहते हो, बताना चाहते हो उनको कि क्या चीज फॉलो करें वो?
You see, I'll go back a little bit when I was in Ghana. There was a time when I was very, very low after my divorce and all this
और
happened.
हर एक की जिंदगी में ऐसा टाइम आता है, आई फील जब वो लो होता है,
हाँ.
वो आपको चलता रहता है।
But it was so bad, my situation, that I felt, is life really worth living?
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
There's
what is
nothing.
there in life? You know, and at that point, I met a friend who took me to a church meeting in Ghana, where I, should I say, I received Christ. You know, when I say received Christ, I started having a personal relationship with Him,
Spiritual connection.
spiritual connection, and that was a U-turn for me. I mean, my parents were Hindus. I was a Hindu.
So you were not following a Hindu thing, like you needed someone to guide. So that could have been your Hindu gods also, like
No, I didn't have that connection.
पूजा पाठ आप नहीं करते थे
No,
पहले से?
no. My mom used to do, but not. I wasn't interested in
Hmm.
that. I wasn't ever a religious person. But here, when I went to that church, I had that connection with Jesus. And it was such a deep connection. It lifted my spirits up. And I came out of it. I came out of that depression. And I would say that it didn't take me long at all. It was instant. I came out of the depression and I had the joy of the Lord, which is now my strength. You know, that joy has remained in me. I had when I first received Christ, I burst out laughing, and I didn't know why I was laughing. They call it holy laughter.
Okay.
Yeah,
Holy Spirit. Yeah.
Holy Spirit gives me laughter, and I laughed and I laughed and I laughed, and I didn't know why I was laughing. That is what the joy of the Lord does to you, and I think that joy has remained in me because still now, no matter what I go through, I'm still laughing. You know, so yes, that was what you were saying, what would I tell the young people of today? Is
or
that
any other
any
age
other?
group
Yeah,
people to
I'm not saying
keep
that you have
going.
to become Christians. I'm not saying that because I did.
Yeah.
But you have to find something, a goal, a dream that you want to follow. Prepare yourself and go after it. Never give up. I believe in that. Never give up. You keep trying. If you can fall, but falling and getting up is your strength, not falling and laying there. So you just have to just keep going. Life is.
Yeah, since we have seen so many seasons of life, we will always tell our people
Yes.
to come back again standing. People don't remember you falling. People remember you when you stand back
Get up.
again to your
Yes.
feet. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And next time you do better. And every time you get up, you do
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. And you keep going. You keep
And
going.
I think universe, God, whatever it is, gives you a fair chance to be successful. Everybody, हर एक को बराबर से वो देता है.
Yeah.
और वो उस वक्त के लिए डिपेंड होता है कि आप उस चीज के लिए रेडी हो.
Yes.
ये हमारी तरफ से होता है.
Yes. और आपके शब्द है ना, they have to be very positive.
Yes.
Never speak negative about yourself. I can never do this.
पर किसी के लिए भी,
हाँ,
अपने
किसी के
बच्चों
लिए
के लिए
भी,
भी
हाँ.
नहीं, आप तू नकारा
Many
है
people
या
say,
तू
हाँ,
नहीं,
तुम पागल हो, तुम ये
नहीं
हो.
कर सकता, कभी
No,
नहीं.
no, don't say
कि
that.
कब वो बात सच हो जाए, you never know.
Yeah.
My next question to you, Mona, is that आपको क्या लगता है कि रियल लाइफ इज मोर डिफिकल्ट या स्टेज पर रील लाइफ?
Real life is roll camera action, okay? And you just do your part and you go off, you know. The other thing is also that you can live your dream in the real life. You can be so many characters. You can play what you want, rich, poor, whatever, you know. But the real life is more difficult.
24 hours.
24 hours. You cannot be acting 24 hours. You have to be yourself. You have to go through things up, down, sadness, happiness. It's all there. The roles that you play in your real life, you are living them in your real
और
life.
रियल लाइफ में कोई हीरो नहीं आता, खुद करना पड़ता है.
हाँ.
इसलिए रियल लाइफ
Yes, so real life is more difficult.
Actually. अच्छा, अगर आपको अपनी लाइफ को एक पिक्चर का नाम देना पड़े, टाइटल देना पड़े, तो what title would you choose for your life?
You know that film that came, Zindagi Milegi Na Dobara?
Yeah.
That's an apt title for anyone's life, for my life, you know. Zindagi Milegi Na Dobara. You have to live it as it comes.
Yes.
As it comes. Yes. The title I would say is I never give up. Never give up.
मैंने हार नहीं मानी.
मैंने हार नहीं मानी will be the title of my film.
ठीक है, मैं नेक्स्ट फिल्म बना रही हूँ, मैंने हार नहीं मानी. So I think that should be the motto of every person.
हाँ, हार नहीं मानना. Never give up. Never give up.
हाँ, तो क्योंकि जिंदगी में दुख और सुख तो लगा ही रहता है ना. हाँ. तो इस पे मैं एक जोक सुनाना मांगती हूँ, जो मैंने शायद तुमको पहले सुनाया कि एक लेडी गई प्रीस्ट के पास, मतलब या तो पंडित के पास या पास्टर के पास गई, और उसने कहा कि मेरे ऊपर दुआ करिए हाथ रख के कि मुझे कोई तकलीफ ना हो, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो. तो पास्टर कह रहे हैं कौन सी दुआ. अच्छा, ठीक है. उसने सर पर हाथ रखा और कहा कि ऊपर वाले इसको उठा ले ऊपर वाले. तो डर कहती ये क्या कर रहे हैं आप, मैंने तो आपको बोला कि मेरी जिंदगी में कोई तकलीफ और परेशानी ना हो, और आप कह रहे हो ऊपर उठा ले. तो उसने कहा बेटा, कब्र ही ऐसी जगह है जहां पर कोई तकलीफ नहीं होती.
Exactly.
अगर आप जिंदा हो तो आपको सांस लेने के लिए भी मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. लाइक यू हैव टू लिटरली डू इट. तो this is
it's like the ventilator machine they put on you when you are in your hospital. Yes. As long as it's zigzagging, you're alive.
Yeah. आप जब मर जाते हो तो आपको सांस भी नहीं लेनी.
बस just one line and you're dead.
You don't have to do anything. So if you want to live, you have to do things and you have to solve your own problems. और हर प्रॉब्लम का सोल्यूशन होता है. मैं ये सोचती हूँ कि खुदा हमेशा चॉइस देता है. ऐसी कोई जिंदगी में चीज नहीं है जिसमें आपको चॉइस ना मिली हो. यू ऑलवेज हैव अ चॉइस. जब कहते हैं ना कि हमारे पास कोई चॉइस नहीं थी, नो
you have a choice.
सिर्फ अपने आप को हम वो बहाना देते हैं.
You have a choice. Yes, and you have to make those choices.
Yes, absolutely. अच्छा, कुछ रैपिड फायर राउंड्स हैं जिसके बाद हम अपना वाइंड अप करेंगे. मैंने बहुत ज्यादा रैपिड फायर राउंड नहीं रखे हैं ताकि ये बहुत लंबा सेशन ना हो जाए. एंड आई एम श्योर हमारी ऑडियंस एंजॉय कर रही होगी.
रैपिड फायर
डरने की बात नहीं, सिंपल है. क्योंकि इससे इस एपिसोड से, इस पॉडकास्ट से काफी लोग रिलेट कर पा रहे होंगे और ये सुनते समय एंजॉय कर पा रहे होंगे. तो आज पहली क्वेश्चन ये है, रेडी? आज भी किसी चीज से डर लगता है?
हाँ. I'm scared of not being able to do what I want to do, like I felt when I had the stroke, that I can't get up, I can't move. That is very scary.
Very scary.
That's the only thing that scares me. Nothing else.
But I'm sure if it ever comes, you will be out of it. और वो आके एक बार जा चुका है and you have done. You are a winner. एक हैबिट जिसने आपको लाइफ भर स्ट्रांग रखा?
Prayer. I always believe prayer works, and prayer is very, very powerful.
Very powerful.
Yes.
वो आपको एक बहुत अपने अंदर जो छुपी हुई ताकत होती है, जो भी उसको जगाने का एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट टूल है, I feel, and it works.
It moves mountains. Prayers.
एक्टिंग डेज आपको पसंद है ज्यादा या आज की पीसफुल जिंदगी?
Both actually.
I know everything has its own charm.
एक्टिंग का मजा अलग था और जिंदगी का मजा अलग है.
बिल्कुल सही बात है. कोई भी चीज बहुत ज्यादा अच्छी नहीं लगती. हाँ, बहुत ज्यादा एक्टिंग करने लगो तो यू नीड अ ब्रेक, और बहुत ज्यादा आप अकेले हो जाओ तो यू नीड पीपल अराउंड. So that was the thing for today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this episode and हमारी कोशिश यही रहेगी कि जो लोगों ने अपनी असली जिंदगी में हीरो रहे हैं और जिंदगी में अपने प्रॉब्लम्स को ओवरकम किया, हम उनको अपने साथ लाएं और उनके साथ क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन करें, जिसमें हम एक दूसरे को कहते हैं कि टेस्टिमनीज में बहुत ताकत होती है ना. तो जब अपनी जिंदगी के बारे में बताते, टेस्टिमनी देते हैं, तो सुनकर हमारा विश्वास जिंदगी में और बढ़ता है। और हम यही चाहते हैं कि दुनिया शुड बी अ बेटर प्लेस टू लिव इन, हम एक दूसरे को मोटिवेट करते रहें, एक दूसरे को प्रमोट करते रहें, दैट्स हाउ इट वर्क्स। एंड सो wish you all a very blessed life and thank you so much Muna for coming on this podcast. आपने इतना टाइम निकाला, आप हमारे
Thank
पास
you,
आए
Roma.
और इतनी अच्छी अच्छी बातें हमारे
Thank
लोगों
you
को
for
बताई।
having me. And
So
thank you, everyone, for listening. And I hope you have a very good, successful, and positive life.
इतनी ब्लेसिंग्स मिली है
Yes.
सबको, इतनी सारी। तो देखते रहिए मेरे चैनल को और सब्सक्राइब करिए, और प्लीज अगर अच्छा लगा हो तो लाइक बटन जरूर दबा दीजिएगा। प्लीज पुट डाउन योर कमेंट्स, सो हम आपके कमेंट्स के जवाब दे सके और अकॉर्डिंगली अपने आने वाले पॉडकास्ट बना सके।
Thank you.
तो थैंक यू
Thank you.
एवरीबॉडी।
Thank you.
सो सी यू इन माय नेक्स्ट एपिसोड। बाय बाय।
Bye.